Everybody was different records. You have to do that, be dirt. Who would have thought about dirt? Probably not good. It must be sad there's no thirst. The set. People were so cool. I wanted to give you that respect that you really know the game inside and out, but also you know how to play the game.
You think you'd be in that race with the ball around the court?
Since right now, I still read 3 times a week. How can you do the most now? How can I be more productive? How can I get more done? Where is your time going? Where is your money going? And is it smart? Because you want to be more productive. You may be wasting some of your money. I think you should be more important. You may be wasting some of your money.
I never ever start negotiating my notes with other points until I really got an understanding what the other person wants.
Are you really thinking about what that person needs and how, more importantly, they can pursue it? Critical in the process. And that value proposition for me has made me millions and millions of dollars.
My goal is the first 90 seconds in my day is spent.
I don't know this is second, not 1 second. There's 2 types of underdogs. There's a spectator and a participant. You gotta decide which story you have. If you have the ball to rewrite your story, you're part of an entry. Why do you want to leave that entry better than you found it? Do as much as you can for as many people as you can, as often as you can, and expect nothing back. And I ask all of you, is like, what is that thing that you're hoping for? What's the thing you're dreaming? And what's holding you back? Are you still as passionate as you were?
I'm driven now because I just think there's a possibility of being in the Steiner thing, go past the industry.
I'm not going to watch this game. I'm not playing this game, no matter what it takes.
I believe in education. Although I didn't finish my education, I believe in education. I played sport for 20 some years of my life. I love sport, but not too many have the opportunity. Now, in school, everybody has the opportunity. That's what we want to do. We want to create opportunities for these underserved youth, that they can do something and be positive in the community. They need someone to believe in them. They need someone to say, hey man, I'm investing in you. I trust you. I know that right now you don't see it, but you are a great diamond. That's what we want to bring out. That's what we want to show the world. The Mariano Rivera Foundation believes that you are someone that can accomplish anything that you want. When I got hurt, I was able to raise money to renovate this church that was abandoned for almost 4 years. We raised almost $5 million, and that went to the church. It was amazing. Sometimes people have told me, you don't need to. But I always stop and say, no, I need to. I want to. I want to prove myself how to be available for those in need. Because I remember what I was. And they all opened doors and I went and closed. And he got me and he brought me to New York. And I believe that I didn't or he made me a voice for those underserved youth. Building this learning center will be impactful to many learning centers. I want to not only do it in Rochelle, I want to do it in Brooklyn, I want to do it in Queens, I want to do it in the Bronx, but also I want to do it outside, like LA, Florida, Detroit, places where they need places like this. If we don't provide for this underprivileged, underserved youth, we can do that. A lot better in education. The thing of this learning center and the foundation is save number 650. That would be a great save. I have in my career, I have 652 saved. Now this one would be big business because this means changing lives. We don't want to stop there. I believe that together we can accomplish a lot of things. I believe that you are investing in planting a seed in the workplace.
Hey, good evening, Richfield Playhouse. I'm the artistic director here. Welcome to a very special evening. A couple announcements just before we get things started. Our emergency exits are in the front and back of the theater. It's just a serious routine. No smoking of any substances in the theater. You can take photos, just turn your flash off. As you guys know, we're a nonprofit theater. We rely on sponsors and donors to keep our doors open. Want to thank our sponsors tonight. Our restaurant sponsor, The Hideaway. Our media sponsor, 9LR, and Hearst Media. How about a nice round of applause for our sponsors tonight? Greatly appreciate that. 250 live events here every year. Coming up this month, we have Tracy Morgan, Get the Let Out, the Bacon Brothers, that's Kevin Bacon, his brother Michael, Black Violin, Tommy Vanderwell, Martina McBride. We're doing a screening of The Joker with the executive producer Richard Barada. A whole lot more. You can see the full calendar at ridgefieldplayhouse.org, so check that out. Now, on to tonight's event. Where these guys are. Our first guest, his name is synonymous with sports memorabilia. He's an author, he's a keynote speaker, a media personality, and after selling his massively successful company, Steiner Sports, in 2019, he started Collectibles Exchange and Athlete Direct, both of which are next generation memorabilia platforms. Ridgefield, please give a warm welcome to Brandon Steiner.
Greetings, Ridgefield. I love this town. Thank you so much. And I'm embarrassed to me because my wife said no to wood show. I said, I'm telling you, because I came during the pandemic and I love this theater. There was warriors to get this thing open. It was just a blessing to have a bunch of shows that we could go to outside in the tent. I said, I think we want to do something with Mariano tomorrow. I said, this is not for that. I said, when Ridgefield is showing up. Thank you, really. I told Mariano, this theater is gorgeous. If I go to Connecticut, he says, I was here when Bernie Williams, played softball. I love it up there. So he immediately signed up, and we're really grateful to be here with you tonight. Grateful that we can sit here without the masks. Take a break, right? I'm not going to talk about this sweatshirt. Don't ask me. I'm not going to talk about it. So don't even ask me. What about the sweatshirt? I'm in the shirt. He's going to trip out when he sees me wearing it, but okay. I'm going to talk to Mariano for about a half an hour. We're going to talk about baseball, talk a little bit of life. We're talking 6:53. Conversation. I'm really interested in your questions. Really interested in hearing from you. So we're going to make sure we leave a lot of time. So have your questions ready and have some people bouncing around so you can have some interaction, depending what's on your mind, because this is much, much more than an incredible baseball player. And I think at the end of the night you'll realize that there's a lot more to him. I'm 25 years with him, and the reason why I lost most of my hair. Mainly from chasing him down, and it's been incredible. Every time I sit with him, as many times as we've done this, about learning something. So, did you see the guys in the back with all the stuff there? Hopefully all of you bought my books. I'm not a reading audience, but maybe a lot of pictures in one of them, put a lot of photos in, so this is a thought. I'm half illiterate, so the books are very easy to read. Which is a whole story in itself. If you do out there, you do struggle a little bit. Those are easy books to read. And also, just as a little side note, while waiting for Mariano, I'm not with Steiner anymore, which is really weird. But Steiner doesn't have Steiner, but my new company is Collectible Exchange. I left Steiner 2 years ago. Long story that I won't get into, but Collectible Exchange I love that company. 35 years and 30 million autographs later, and God knows what else we did. Just incredible ride, and so back and just doing a lot of fun stuff again. So go to Collectible Exchange, and that's on my new site, or Athlete Direct. We have, I think, 125,000 items on the site. I get to resell my stuff twice. And that's, should count for something. And athlete direct, we have 85 players that we actually sell their stuff for them, like almost like an Amazon. So it's a little bit of a different idea that I've been dreaming and scheming up. And I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it. And you'll see a lot of oddball. I'm particularly interested in just doing some really random stuff. Like I have a thing called The Collective. I'm a big fan of women athletes. And we put together 25 of the greatest women athletes in the country. It's the first women marketplace. And, you know, if you're not following the women, creative, it's like I did with Derek Jeter or Peyton Manning or anyone else. And the women deserve it. So very excited about that part of the business. And hopefully you'll take a look at it and support it. The UConn women are easy to support, but you know, there's Mia Hamm, there's Carly Lloyd, and a whole bunch of women soccer players, volleyball players, all that stuff. So it's really cool. What else I want to talk about tonight? You know, my relationship, don't ask me about the sweatshirt, I'm not going to talk about it. But my relationship with Mariano is over 26 years old. And started, you know, I'll just tell you one quick story before it comes out. But what's funny is, it was the 98 World Series, and we needed a World Series player in the Yankees to sign the balls. And it's kind of a little bit, you know, a little weird. You know, nobody signs the World Series balls before they win. So I'm calling every player up, and I'm up to arms. So everybody's like, no. And he says, yeah, come over. I signed the balls. I come over at your show at the two-story walk-up, and I'm bringing the balls myself. And I'm up to arms. I start signing the balls. And he says, I'm grateful. He had the commission. And he says, Brandon, do you believe in God? I said, yeah, I do. He says, do you believe in Jesus Christ as the Savior? Can I get back to you on that? And he stopped signing. That was the beginning of our relationship, and I've just learned so much about faith, and I've learned a lot about God and a lot about, you know, divine intervention and stuff like that. Hopefully we'll get into that a little bit. We got Mariano, all right, with us. No introduction needed. They're one of the greatest, if not the greatest, pitcher of all time. Closer.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Be seated, please. Thank you.
Bridgefield, Connecticut.
Bridgefield, Connecticut, What do you guys have opening day at Yankee Stadium? I need that energy. I'm gonna try to come back this week. I didn't say that I was coming back to pitch. I came back to the stadium to be with you guys. Thank you guys. I need that energy.
Oh, Bridgefield.
I gotta turn my energy in my guy who pitched another 19 years. Easy.
We always have it. You know, that's one thing with fans, they don't like you, they love you. And other player or team, you can get a fan base to stay in the game. No matter what the score is, hoping you would win.
I know, that was great.
It was amazing, right?
Nice.
Marion, I'm not gonna talk about the sweatshirt, by the way, so don't ask me.
No.
Don't ask me.
That's nice though.
Don't ask me about it.
Where you been?
I'm not talking about it.
I don't have one of those. What do you got that?
Can't talk about it right now. Mariana, what I've been dying to ask you, although I do get a chance to see you, is I've never seen you more focused and locked in. And I've seen you really locked in on nobody's more serious about when we're playing, but what's driving me right now with this 653? I mean, it's just amazing when I see you day and night, probably working as hard as I've ever seen you work.
Yeah, man, I mean, baseball was easy. I mean, teaching guys was, let me put it like this. If I was fishing after 10 minutes, I was in trouble. That's how easy it was. 8 minutes, 9 minutes, in and out, take a shower, go home. For 19 years, I tell you what, yo, I don't know how you guys feel now because when I watch the game, man, I'm suffering. I wanted to throw things to the TV. I scream to the TV. Sometimes words wanted to come out of my mouth that I don't allow to come out of my mouth. When you stay inside, you don't come out. But yes, Brandon, keep myself busy. Yes, with the foundation, the family, the foundation, and this say 53. I got 652. You guys know, all right? You guys know that? Yes. Plus, I have 42 in the postseason. You guys know that? There you go.
Kind of random, really.
That's random, man. Can you believe that? End up with 42, save with number 42. Man, that's a good combination. I don't tell you to play the Lord because I don't play Lord. Think about that. Anyway, 653. Why 653? Because 652 games. Save, you guys helped me to save all those games, But this one, I need you guys. Why is that you're gonna also help me on this one? Because it's one that matters the most. This one is about life. It's one about youth, teenagers, those in need, those ones that people point fingers at them, like they did to me, telling us that we weren't good enough to accomplish anything. Okay? Those are the opportunities we wanted to create with that 650 to be saved for those less fortunate. And I'm so inspired, I'm so delighted to be able to do that because I was one of them. The Lord gave me opportunity and I took advantage of it. But we had to create opportunity for those less fortunate. We've been fortunate that we can sit at home and we have, you name it, we have. Right, but some more than they don't. We walk the street. I love New Rochelle. I'm in the Westchester County, and moving around and walking around the area, it's like, man, we definitely need help. These youngsters need help. Because why? After school, they're supposed to go to home. But since mom is working, there's no daddy to be found. Therefore, since mom is working 2-3 jobs to support the boys or the girl, these boys, instead of going to home, they will start wandering in the streets and they get in trouble. We see many cases where youth have lose their lives because they wander in the streets. So the Mlb Rivera Foundation trying to build this learning center to help those in need. That's why to me the 653, that is the 653 safe that you guys are gonna have. Because it's important to me, it's important to the community, and it has value to me. I remember, guys, I was one of those guys. That's why it's important to me. I've been working my tail off to make this happen.
I wanted to work a little less hard so we could do more appearances and do more marketing. And he keeps saying no because he's completely focused on this. Just to set the table here, he is at the grill. He's picking up the buns for the barbecue. He's got the hammer and nails, which is very odd for me because I've dealt with a lot of celebrities and helping them raise money. And, they write the check, they show up once in a while for some photos. There's no photos. We don't have a lot of photos to show you. We're just doing the good work. And it really is amazing. You taught me a lot about giving without any light, giving in the dark. doing all the right things, because it is really, helping people is not a burden, it's really a joy. It really is, and I remember you telling me something one day, you were like, Brandon, you're out there at home playing with the shack and getting all the glory, that's not really giving, you're not really, the real giving is when you do things and nobody even knows, it doesn't even matter. And I've really taken that on from you, I appreciate that, and it's really a true joy.
I know it is true joy, and that's what it is about. Joy comes from giving, and when you give from your heart, not trying to receive anything in exchange, that's, to me, that's a joyful. That's when you give in you want to receive something. You're doing it to receive something, or you want to do it. All right, but I teach you that, all right?
Yes.
You want like that? You always wanted to get something, you're doing.
There's no question. I'm like,
So now, why you want this? You were giving me this or you want this? No. You giving me this or you want this? That's not giving me.
you're right.
By the way, guys, in the middle of the pandemic, okay, in all these things, everything started well here in New York. And we have the church around almost a mile away from that. And we didn't know nothing about the thing, we know they was killing people left and right. So what we did was that, okay, people were scared, people were afraid, and they hungry. What we did was suit up like astronauts. We literally did. And start going to the supermarket and start buying food for those in need. And we were on the streets since the pandemic started to today. We're still getting food.
I thought you were kidding. I mean, I thought you were kidding, so I had to go and check this out. And, I mean, it's like 1,000 people online, trucks. I mean, I'm like, you could have been an amazing CEO, though.
It's amazing, man. I'm telling you, it's amazing. It's the joy of giving.
Yeah.
And you get that without receiving anything. To me, it's a beautiful thing. And again, you love people. It's just general. It don't matter who they are, the nationality, the race, the color. It didn't matter to me. They believe the same thing that I believe. So therefore, he needs help. Well, we got what to help. And that's the good result. Those children there, those youth there from the streets, they need our help. And someone has to step up. I mean, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get this thing done. It's gonna happen. God willing, it's gonna happen.
You want to ask me about the sweatshirt?
I asked, but you asked me not to.
Okay, I'm not gonna tell you. I want to talk about divine intervention, because it's another thing we would argue about many car rides. Explain to me about this cutter, because he came up as a starter, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you had this cutter. And a lot of people, I mean, you've been very generous, and you've shown other pitchers how to throw it. So why you? How does this come about?
Well, I mean, that's a great question because I didn't know how this came about. It's simple. The Lord knew that I needed another pitch. The Lord knew that I just became the New York Yankee closer. And the Lord knew that if I didn't do my job, you guys all will throw me out. Definitely, you guys would have been, you know what? Who's this Mariano? Get out of here. I said, get out. Get the next one. The Lord knew all that stuff. So he literally gave me the pitch. I became the New York Yankees closer in 1997. So in 1997, at the beginning of the year, I was struggling. I was trying to do so good. 96, we just won the championship. I was the settlement. John Wetler was the closer. And all of a sudden, John Wetler goes to another place. I asked, who's going to be the closer? They said, me. I said, really? No clue, guys. So now I'm the closer and I'm trying to do exactly what I did in 96. It wasn't working. It wasn't working at all. Joe Torre, Mel Salomaya called me over. Office, I said, okay, this is it. Around April, early season. Okay, I blew like already 3 saves and I'm like, oh my God. This is it. So call me to the office, close the door. Man, you okay? I said, okay. Well, this is Joe. Joe said, Mariano, to the day I will be here. To the day that I remain the manager of this team, you will be my coach. It's okay, that's all. And Mel is looking at me like, I said, I mean, they knew and I knew that if I don't do my job, I will be closer. And he will still be there. But that gave me kind of like comfort. You know, it's okay, you know, thank you, Joe. I said, don't worry about it. Just do what you know how to do. So that almost like the same week, I was playing in the outfield with Mariano Mendoza, another Panamanian. And we were throwing there, we were throwing with some, the ball started moving. And I always was playing around, hitting people, hitting the guys. So, I mean, trying to hit him from here, never here. But I was hitting them and all that stuff. And he's mad at me now because the ball is moving and moving and moving. And he probably goes straight. And now, after 6-7 throws, I know my pitch was supposed to do, but now I see this thing doing totally different thing that I have no command, no control. So now I'm petrified. I'm like, what's going on here? I look at the baseball. Sometimes the baseball when it's being used, it has scuff. Okay, so any scratch that affects on the ball. So if you put the scratch in the inside of the ball will move to the right. If you put it the outside, the ball will move opposite where the scar is or the scuff is. So I was looking at the ball was brand new, but I threw it away anyway, so maybe that ball was broken. Give me another ball. I got another ball. Guess what? The same thing. Now I'm in the game. Forget about the practice. Now I'm in the game. The first two throws, here comes Joe Girardi. Joe Girardi was my catcher. Here comes Joe Girardi. Throw the ball straight. I won't say the words that he said. Didn't sound like that. So I'm like, Joe, just catch the ball because I don't know where the ball is going. Think about this, but literally this was a conversation. Because think about this, I'm the New York Yankees closer. And he don't have no clue where the ball's gonna go. You know, it's like, oh my. Joe, catch the ball because I don't know where it's going. Thank God it always moved to one side. Always moved to one side. Say, Joe, well, catch it to that side because I don't know where it's going. I don't know what happened with the game. I was frustrated. I don't know if we won. We saved the game. I don't know. The thing that I know that we went to Detroit. We had a road trip, and here comes about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Mel Player, Mike Porcello, which was the bullpen catcher, and myself. We were between talking and all that stuff over an hour, literally. And he was telling me, Mariano, grab the ball. Any. Is someone have a baseball here? Someone has a baseball?
Yes, sir.
Just one baseball, please. Throw it. Okay. Okay, nice throw. So this is forcing fastball. Okay, forcing fastball. I threw this ball since I was 6 years old, that I remember. Okay, and the ball was doing the same thing. This whole street fastball, hard pitch, and all that stuff. We saw it to 96 championship. Thank God. 97, still I start struggling. The same pitch, the same movement. All of a sudden, this pitch start going that way. Impossible. It's impossible. It shouldn't be like that. So now Mel Steiner, my pitching coach, Mike Porcello, and myself, we are frustrated. All three are frustrated because I said, Mariano, but you're doing something in the wrist. I said, Mel, you're not telling me that I'm doing something. I've been doing this ball like this. Now I'm upset. Okay? So you're telling me I'm throwing this ball for the last, that I remember my 26 years, okay, of life. And this thing was doing the same thing. I don't know what happened now. This is literally like that. So throw it like this. Throw it and turn it over like this. So now it says, this ball should never move. So okay, that's what we want, all right? So let's see. I let go the ball, zoom to the other side. Now, he's throwing the hand, he's throwing the hand, scratching his head. I said, Mel, you know what's going to happen? Just leave it. Because you have no control. You cannot control this thing. You didn't even tell me how to throw the ball straight. So therefore, just leave it like that. You know? And 17 years I was doing that. 17 years.
I know you together. I do that fish for 17 years, guys. And the miracle is about this. We're facing the best of the best all over the world. They're here in the United States. From all over. The best of the best. And it's the best of the best will know there are pitches coming, fastball, changeups, split finger, slider, whatever it is. They're gonna hit it and they're gonna hit it with power. Okay? I threw this pitch for 17 years. Not 1, not 10, not 15, 17 seasons, okay? Regular season, playoff, World Series. And literally, they knew the pitch was coming. The only thing that I didn't do was verbally tell them, like, hey guys, here it comes, right? They knew, and they couldn't hit it. They couldn't hit it, guys. I mean, I'm like, sometimes I'm like, I'm surprised just like you, because I didn't do nothing, just trust it. Okay? I mean, I had a little idea of what I was doing, how much pressure I had to put in to make it bigger, to make it smaller, to make it sharper. But man, this was all over the Lord. The Lord did this alone. I'm serious. I mean, that's why I needed to have something special. And He gave me something special to be successful. So I can never take credit of that.
Which leads me to believe that are there people here on this planet that are chosen to do special things and do different things? Can you hook up God with Chapman?
I tried, believe me. I literally tried, but I don't know the connection. I don't know what happened. The connection is not there.
Brother's got to ask.
No, I'm telling you, tell me about it.
Yes.
I felt those moments, you know.
This is the stuff that messes me up in the head because
I tell you guys what, how do you guys do it when you've been used to see God being successful in doing that? All of a sudden, the next guy is like, there, what are you guys? I know you guys, yes, throwing things on the TV, using words to the TV. Forget about the guy. Turn off the game, me too. Turn off the game, stuff, forget about it. This is, you guys blame me sometimes. You should blame you guys. You guys should blame you guys for pushing us so hard. It's not easy to play in New York. You guys know. You guys know too much. You know, I'm trying to come back, but I'm gonna come back to the stadium.
the question, when I come to so many games and I watch the consistency, you always say to me, I remember when we were in Tampa, you kind of surprised me, came sat next to me in the middle of the game. It's not just an exhibition game, you're those guys 1, 2, 3. It's an exhibition game. Tampa Bay, who cares? No. There's no such thing as a big game. And what enables you to go in the 9th inning? It just seems like you're completely cool, calm. How do you do it?
Well, I mean, first of all, you know who you trust. You know who you are. You know when the tools that you have are good enough to be successful. So the Lord gave you tools to be successful. I learned how to use my tools. You know, so I used to tell my teammates, my guys in the bullpen. I was the oldest in the bullpen, so I can tell whatever I want. Okay, so you sit down and listen. Tell me this. And then when you tell me this, we talk. No, okay. But I used to tell my guys, you know what the problem with you guys is? That you guys focus so much on me, wishing what I have. But you will never have what I have. But I can teach you something. Whatever the Lord gave you is good enough to be successful. That's why you're here. You didn't pitch. I was in AAA or AA with you guys, and you did good there. Why you now that you get into the big leagues, you are focused on somebody else's stuff, wishing to have that. That's the wrong way. The right way is learn with what you have and be happy with what you have. Yes. So when I used to tell, I said like, what? I said, yeah. For example, I don't throw no changer. You got a great change. I don't throw no breaking pitch. You have a great breaking pitch. I don't throw 100 miles per hour. You throw 100 miles per hour. But why you want to have what I have? Why you won't desire to have what I have? Because I don't care how much you desire to have it, ain't gonna happen. Because it's not yours, it's mine. You know? Simple as that. So just learn to use what you have. So that's it. When I was fishing, Brandon, I mean, I love to be in that. I always tell the guys, man, I must be a masochist or something crazy in my head or my brain happening that I don't want to be in this situation always. Crazy. I used to go there, Joe told me, I said, Joe, why you don't bring somebody else and then bring me nice people? You bring me bases loaders, no out, and before guys hitting. Who does that? You know, if it wasn't for you, I would play another 5 years. You can ask him. You call my career short. So I just embraced it. You know, I love the moment, and yes, that I knew that we can do the job, working in that situation.
A few teammates should talk about and what was special about them.
Well, I mean, everybody knows, you know, I mean, those 3 guys that played with me, actually 4.
But Cheater always visited you on the mound a lot.
Yeah, he always
So
messing
what did
around.
he say?
I was messing around. I mean, all this visiting is not talking about things, it's talking about something of crazy things, you know? Messing around, those guys are all messed up. He was one of the biggest instigators in this.
Really?
Oh my God.
Even the thing you said.
No, it's simple. If they hit the ball a mile, oh my God, that's what's still going. It's simple. I mean, the guys that he had come from, you know, I mean, we were brothers. So, I mean, with Andy, which one you listening to? The one on the left or the one on the right? So he always talking, looking to the both I said. So little things like that. But, I mean, grew up with those guys, Derek, Andy, and George. Bernie was part of the guys, but he was ahead of us. He was like 2, 3 years ahead of us. You know, so I mean, that's why we never played with Bernie in my minds.
What was Georgie like? I mean, when he came
Georgie?
off the mound, was he
Georgie was someone,
empathy?
guys, you guys need to know something about George. Yeah, no, this is it. I don't think you'll be laughing when I start talking. I guarantee you won't be laughing. Georgie was this boy that always wanted to bring the best out of you. But what you guys think, no, the Georgie has a boy sick, okay, his son, his first son. And Georgie had to spend days sleeping in the hospital and then come back to the field and try to help us winning games, and go back to the hospital and be with his family, his kid. Well, his life is in jeopardy. That is, to me, that's a holy thing. That man I respect Georgie so much, just because that the love that he showed us and the respect that he has for us and the game and for you guys to be there. I don't know if I could, I would have done that. I don't know, you know, but he was that boy. And yes, sometimes you see, I saw one time Georgie got upset. It wasn't because the game, it was just because he was frustrated with the situation he was having. And not too many people knew about it. So to me, Georgie is, I mean, I take Georgie anytime over Johnny Gaines and even Joe Rivera. Amazing teammate, amazing person, you know, my brother, love him to death. And then the rest of the teams, I can never say anything bad about my teams. You know what I mean? I always try to find the good things. No, I couldn't. No, I
Never.
can't.
But the thing is, like, sometimes after a game, you drive home, you come off the field, it's so cool, and then you turn the clock.
Because you bother me. That's why you bother me.
I'm sure you didn't have a team for one car ride home. And I love that because You did, and what's amazing is.
Well, I was the GM at that time, man.
Well,
Trying to be,
I think you guys can't really get too emotional on the field, but you really are trying to win.
I mean, we were trying to get everything together. I mean, and that was the thing about those Yankee teams from mid-90s to the early 2000s, is that we were driven to win. We were brainwashed. You need to win, you need to win.
But the thing that gets me, like, and I think some
But let me
questions from the audience,
finish.
and I want to interrupt you. 98.
But you interrupted me.
What happened in 98?
What happened in 91?
You guys just were like unbeatable. What was going on there?
Because that was a merciless team. That thing had no mercy. We treat everybody with respect. We love everybody, but we wanted to kill you too. It was just like that. I mean, that team was so special, okay? That team was so special that even though we were losing maybe 3 runs or 2 or 1 run, forget about it. 1 run wasn't nothing. But 3, 4, 5 runs, 2 outs in the 9th inning, 2 strikes. Oh man, we got this. We're gonna win. That's crazy. You know, most of the time we won those games like that. You know, because we were all in. You know, it was no ego. It was no superstar there. Although everybody was superstar, no one was superstar. The only superstar there was Joe Torre and Don Zimmer. After that, everybody was insane.
How important was Zimmer?
Huh?
How important was Zimmer?
Zimmer was just a core of that team. You know, Zimmer was someone that helped us immensely. Zimmer was just, again, the heart and soul for that team.
Anything funny he's ever said to you? This is pretty funny.
No, Zimmer was all funny. He always was fighting, feisty. You know, he always was, Zimmer, why you all, like, bro, I'm like, what's wrong with you? I don't leave me alone. You know, it's just a wonderful guy. You know, when he said move, I know that was conversation for at least an hour. All right, but great stuff. He started talking to me when he was a rookie, he played with Mr. Jackie Robinson. So, to me, that was like, man, tell me more. You know, and that was the thing. You know, he was. Do you think that we were passionate to win? That man don't want to lose an inning. Forget about it. One time we were in Minnesota. This game is about the 3rd inning, 4th inning. And there was a play, tie play, and Zimmer went off. Oh, this was whatever play it was. And the umpire, home play, I said, Zimmer, shut up. Why are you in drugs? Oh my God. Zimmer turned purple. And he went after the umpire. Obviously, he was thrown out. Why you let that guy throw you out? No, can you believe that? He said that I was in drugs. I said, well, you look like you were. He was purple, oh my God. But that man was amazing. We missed that.
Yeah, he was amazing. You're a great baseball man.
Baseball, yeah. We have some baseball in our team.
Just some questions from the audience.
Yeah.
Is somebody okay with that? I think, yeah. Okay.
All right, hang on just 1 second, actually. We're gonna, first of all, how about a round of applause, please? We have a couple of Playhouse folks here with microphones in the aisles down here, somebody up front, upstairs as well. If you guys have questions, just raise your hand. We'll come over with the mic so everybody can hear it. Why don't we start over here? Kate, you got somebody for us over there?
Stand up, sit down.
Whatever you prefer.
Hi, Mom.
Well,
If there was one thing you could tell young athletes to get them through their worst games and best games, what would you tell them?
oh, forget about it. Just forget about it. You know what I mean? Believe me, you got great games and you're going to have bad games, period. What you need to understand is the game. You're going to win and you're going to lose. When you win, forget about it. because the next day is another game. If you lose that game, if something happened, 2 strikeouts, or they hit you hard when you were pitching, forget about it. Just enjoy the game. You know, that's part of growing. That's part of getting better. Try to get something out of it. Why did I strike out 3 times? Why did I pitch good? Well, if there is something for them to learn, look at it and learn. If not, just move on. A youngster, you just enjoy the game of baseball. You know, you know what the problem is? The problem is that we parents want them to be Mickey Mouse. They want to be Mariano Rivera. Come on, you know, at that age, let them enjoy it. You know, let them enjoy it. You know, you guys crash. Okay, just clean it up and keep playing baseball. Keep playing football. Keep playing soccer. You know, that's the way it is. You know, so. And then if he has no problem, just send it to me. I'll take care of that. Thank you.
How did you become an MLB player?
Hold on, what's your name?
Steven,
how I became a Major League Baseball player. Well, I was once 20 years old, and for some reason the Yankees wanted to sign me. I weighed 169 pounds soaking wet. If the clothes was off, maybe it's 150. And then for some reason they signed me for $2,000. The best investment that the Yankees made. That's a great payment for their return. And then, you know, in 95, I was going to the big leagues, and just in love for the game made me be a Major League Baseball. The love of the game. Thank you.
Mo, thank you for the amazing memories.
Where are you?
I'm interested in your best and your worst moments in baseball.
Nice. My best and worst. Well, I would put it like this. There were a lot of great games, best games, great moments, and there were no worst moments. To me, they all were learning process. Okay? So that's what I just said to the lady before. Because, I mean, again, I lost World Series game, playoff game, regular game. You guys booked me you know, but one thing I always ask myself, 2 things, that I was prepared physically and mentally, and if I gave my best. And with those questions, the answer to those questions was yes, I sleep like a baby, even though I lost the World Series. You know why? Because I gave my best. And sometimes your best is not enough. Okay, the other ones, they deserve to eat too, all right? It won't be fair that I only win, and the other one will lose. Although I wanted to, believe me, I wanted to, but sometimes it doesn't happen like that. You know, so baseball to me, it wasn't just best moment or worst moment. It just, I enjoyed the moment, I enjoyed every bit for 24 seasons, including minor and major leagues, right? So every moment that I have, every moment that I had, I was delighted because I was on the field. You know, I was running, I was smelling that fresh grass, cut, chugging fly balls, hurt my knee, running, chugging fly balls. So I enjoy all of it. You know, if I have to do all over again. So that when I hurt my knee, okay, in 2013, I was retiring. And then here is the media. It's like, Mariano, are you gonna shot fly balls? I said, what kind of question is that? I said, you better tie me up. If you don't want me to shot fly balls, they better tie me up, because the first thing that I get in that field, I'll be at the outfield shotting fly balls. I love it. I have passion for it, you know, so I just love every bit. If you ask me, Mariano, will you change something? I would say no. Not even the World Series that we lost. I said no, because it's part of the game. Thank you.
I was gonna say 2 things. One, the All-Star moment at City Field was amazing.
It was,
Moment.
I was.
Respect.
How many of you guys were there for that 2013 All-Star game? Just you, that's it? 2? Steve, that's it? There you go. Man, I tell you what, guys, that game, thank you. That game was amazing. Okay, I didn't close the game because Jim Levin will say, well, if I'm gonna put you in the 8th, I hope that we get the lead, then I'm gonna put you in the 8th inning because maybe it won't be no 9th inning. Okay, and now you'll be sitting there, you need to pitch. So I'm gonna put you, I said, okay, sure, we got the lead. Okay, then sure enough, they put me in the game. I'm coming to the field, everybody, now I find myself on the field by myself. No one around me, no first base, no second base, no third base, no shortstop, no left, right, or center. And the catcher. Sometimes I was there first and then the catcher. I'm looking and looking, all of a sudden, right side of the field was the American League team. Left side of the field. This is my left, okay? Left side of the field, American League. National League, right. All of them on their feet, clapping. Man, guys, I mean, if you guys play baseball, anything, that was the moment. That was something special. You know, that moment showed me how much these guys respect me and literally love me. It was amazing seeing the best of the best for both leagues standing and clapping. Man, I never saw that. Man, it had to be more. Huh? I just say,
It was one of the greatest moments.
amazing moment. Amazing moment. Okay.
We have a question over here.
Hi, Mariano.
Hello.
It was comforting knowing that you were coming in tonight. Everybody asked how could you watch a game. I was telling my son, you were so successful in your demeanor. I think made me as a fan, like, we're okay. My question to you is, your teams were tough. All O'Neill, you played the right way. Has the game changed the player? Because I don't see, as a Yankee fan, the same want or like, we're not gonna lose, we have to, like that focus. Has the game, the analytics changed it, you think? Or has it just evolved and that's just what it is? I'm just curious your thoughts.
Hey, I mean, you got me that question because I'm keep asking myself the same question. Because analytics, I don't like at all. I mean, I respect guys, I respect the games. I mean, I respect people that will give me information to make me better. I'm okay to that point. Okay, we used to have it. I mean, analytics has been for years, but in different way. Okay, we used to have scouting report. We had guys, literally guys, going places, and when we going to face those guys, well, we have those guys telling us, okay, these guys love, and everybody likes to hit fastball. I said, you know what? I'm in the wrong meeting because everybody loves to hit fastball. Everybody's great fastball hitter, and that's what I throw. So anyway, but we have all this kind of now. Everything is about how hard you throw the ball, how hard you hit the ball, how far the ball goes. Who cares? Who cares? How hard the ball goes. After the fence is a home run. It don't matter if it lands over the fence or 50 rows back. Who cares? Yes.
So I'm a high school baseball coach, and I would say to my pitchers, look, you're getting the guys out with this pitch. Who cares what they say, velocity-wise or whatever? If they can't hit it, we win. Who cares? Yeah, but I'm like, no, there's no place. And Mariano threw one pitch. That's it. Why do we change?
That's
Well, the analytical cares. I'm confused.
No, you're right. You're right. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep teaching what you're teaching. All right, because teach these boys to enjoy the game. Simple. Let's enjoy the game. Analytics is making the game tougher now. It's difficult to play. I don't want to play baseball now. You gotta tell me whatever. I don't care how much money you can pay me. I said, no, thank you very much. I did the right way. I did it the right way. I played hard. I love it. And thank God that I don't play baseball.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, let's get this young man right here. What's your name, son?
Parker.
How you doing?
Good.
What's your question?
Do you get nervous like in the batter's box, like when you're gonna hit?
Well, I tell I only hit maybe like 8 times. I strike out like twice. I didn't have a single, but I got an RBI. And no, I mean, again, being nervous is part of being human, okay? I mean, sometimes we teach, oh, you cannot be nervous. There's not a machine there. You have a heart, that bleeds, feel emotions. So being nervous is part. The problem is when you're taking action. Meaning, if you're gonna pitch, you're nervous. Or if you're gonna swing or hit, you're nervous. You shouldn't be nervous. Just embrace it. Love it, and hit the ball a mile, and throw the ball 100 miles. Just enjoy it. I mean, I wasn't nervous at all. I was nervous when my teammates were playing. I was nervous when I seen my guys on the bullpen pitching and not doing their job. I said, oh my God, I wanted to do it for them, but I couldn't do it. But I was pulling hard for them. That got me nervous. Sweating hands and so. But when I was about to pitch, oh my God, forget about it. I was like, there you go. There's the fun time. This is the time that I wanted to be there. I'm telling you, I used to have an afro, guys. It's something, everything, so you forget about it. It's just the game and you guys pushing you.
All right, I have a question.
Yes.
Sorry. Spoke to Bernie Williams today. Bernie committed to doing our charity softball game on August 13th, right outside in the field. His question for you is, are you in?
I'm in. First of all, and second of all, they always lose the game into I get to play. We won back to back, all right, and I was the MVP both years. All right, Steve. Yes, I played first base under. No, I didn't pitch. I was in first base. No, but yes, I'm all in.
All right.
I'm all in.
Brandon,
you guys invite me too, so.
You in?
Brandon,
You can't play. You can't
no,
play.
you can play.
First base coach. All right, you're in for first base coach.
No, he can't even do that.
This is the first time we're announcing that. That charity softball game, Bernie Williams charity softball game in concert, is going to be August 13th.
Yes.
And you're going to see this guy
Put it
there.
in the book, guys. Put it in the book because we're coming in and it's amazing.
All right, we got time for a couple more. Lisa, do you have any young people where you are? What about this gentleman right behind you that's bouncing out of his chair? Very excited.
Hi, Mom.
What's up, Papa?
How did it feel coming out of the bullpen for the last time at Yankee Stadium?
Yeah, I knew that question was coming. It felt great. I tell you, I mean, that moment was so powerful to me. After that game, we needed to play 3 more games in Houston. But since that moment happened, I had to apologize to the organization just because a lot of players came, a lot of people came to see me, and the organization gave me a gift and all that stuff. I said, you know what? For the first time in my career, I'm going to be selfish. And I decided not to play no more because what happened in New York. That moment to me, I mean, it was like the cherry in the ice cream or the whatever, the sundae or the Coca-Cola or whatever it is. That was that moment, and I mean, having Derek and Andy come and get it from the book, from the dugout, I mean, that was the moment. That was an amazing moment that I will never forget in my life. I will never forget that moment. And I saw a lot of men, grown men, crying like a little kid. I can't believe what I was saying. I'm like, why we crying? What this guy's crying for? No, guys, thank you, man. It was amazing. Thank you for the question.
I was there.
You cry or no?
No, I was only five.
There you go. You cry inside. You were crying.
Hey, how about a question from up top? Santa got something for us? Hey, what's your name?
Michael,
How you doing, Michael?
good.
All right, what's your question?
How did you learn your pitch?
How I learned my pitch. Michael, where were you, Michael? Michael, where were you? Stand up. I can see you. Where were you? About 30 minutes ago. Because I explained how I learned the pitch, and you were listening. We need to talk, Michael. We definitely need to talk. No, Michael, it was a gift from God. I didn't learn it. He gave it to me. That's how it happened. Literally, Michael, that's how it happened. And I just take advantage of it.
Amen.
Thank you.
Mariano,
Thank you, Michael.
is it true about, when you were at Panama, you were playing right field, your team was getting kind of rocked, and they brought you in?
Yeah, that's how I got signed. That's how.
Because you weren't really a pitcher from our
I hated the pitch. Yeah, literally, I didn't want to pitch because you never in the field. You always throwing and sitting. I didn't like that at all. So I played all positions. That day I was playing in the right field. So our best pitcher was getting killed on the first 3 innings, and we had no more pitchers because we thought that he was, and he was great, but that day he wasn't. We had no more pitchers. We got them in the mound. Who's gonna pitch? Me. I pitch, guys. Pitching and throwing are two different things. Okay, throwing, he can grab the ball and throw. I don't know what can happen. But pitch, you have to have an idea what you're doing there. So it looks like I had an idea what I was doing there. But 2 weeks after, the pitcher, the catcher, and the center field for the team, for my team, got me a tryout for the New York Yankees. And that's how everything started. But not because I was in the office.
Because that's what you got rocked.
Yeah.
Because when you came for the tryout, you didn't think you were gonna get in.
No, I was just to fill in. I literally was to fill in. Because there was 2 guys, they were looking, and me, if they have time for me, they will give me the opportunity. But because I said, well, because I'm the filled in, I said, we're gonna face the national team Saturday. This was Monday. So I said, since Monday I have a chance to prepare. Remember, I didn't know how to pitch, guys. So, I had to do all this thing in a few days. Then here comes Saturday, we're facing the national team, and I was the field in. So, field in was thinking I'd be the last pitcher because they got 2 stars, great guys, better than me. No, it didn't happen like that. They put me first. It's like, okay, let's get a guinea pig there, and then the other guys look better. So, well, I threw about 3 innings, 2 punch outs, about 4 punch outs, no hits. Came out like roses, and the next day I was paid $2,000 to sign for New York Yankees. Yeah, this is 1990. Before it happened in 1997. Okay, that's before. Okay, that's what happened. That's how God does things. Because I wasn't looking for to be a baseball player. But God was saying, you're gonna be a Yankee. No, yes, a baseball player. You're gonna be a Yankee. That's what happened. Literally, that's what happened.
We have time for one more question. Please, there's another hand up there. Who's had his hand up for a while? Yes.
Hi, Mom.
What's up, Papa? What's your name?
Jack.
Jack.
What is the backstory behind your walk-up song?
Oh, my welcome song. There you go. Okay, so Trevor Hoffman have hell. I don't want nothing with hell. Hell's bell. I don't want to know nothing with hell. Okay? So the guys from the scoreboard, guys, you asked me about Sandman. They asked me about Jackie Robinson. I don't know who Jackie Robinson was. Okay? So the guys from the scoreboard, I believe they picked this song. And you guys loved it. I just have to go and pitch. I mean,
The rest is
the
history.
rest is history. You know, they kept this on, but it wasn't me. Believe me, it wasn't me. I told the guys, when I met them, I said, guys, don't ask me questions that you don't want to see, you don't want to receive the answers that you might don't like. Like, man, oh, how you love this song? I said, man, I don't love this song.
All right, we got our last question right here. What's your name?
My name is Kellen, and why was your number 42?
Why? That's a great question, Colin. Why number 42? Okay, 1995. As a rookie, I came to the big leagues and they gave me number 58. 58, okay? So I didn't do good. They sent me down. Come up another, and after 3 weeks or so, they gave me number 42. I'm like, oh, I thought I would be number 58 because that's the way it happens. I mean, I'm a rookie, so you don't ask for no numbers. Okay, they give me 100, you take 100. Okay, you give me 200, you take 200. They said you take it. Imagine I have Ernie Williams, Todd O'Neill, Don Mattingly, David Cohn, Wade Boggs, all those guys. I stayed in my corner and took my number 42. Okay? But what happened, I truly believe that number chose me. I didn't choose the number. Because, I mean, literally, it's thing. I mean, God does things in a crazy way. You know, because, I mean, I'm telling you, I didn't know. Guys, when I'm telling you that I didn't know who Jackie Robinson was, I didn't know who Jackie Robinson was. I love to play games. I love to play the game of baseball. I didn't like to know about no statistics, none of those things. I like to play the game of baseball. Period. Then, when Jackie Robinson was, the number of Jackie Robinson, number 42, was retired in the whole entire league, then I started, who is this guy? This guy must be someone special because the number is being retired. And then I started digging, and I found what he did, and I said, man. And I took that seriously. I took that number, and then every other year, few players had the number, and every other year they were leaving. It was just only a few guys, and the last was me. When I was the last guy with number 42, I really wanted to take that what Mr. Jackie Robinson did for us and take it a different way. You know? Because I mean the legacy that he left us, I wanted to do something special. And I wanted to do everything within my power to do it right and bring honor and glory to his name.
That's a great way to close the event. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a round of applause. Brandon, you gonna tell us about the sweatshirt?
What's the story with this sweatshirt? How does this come about? It looks pretty good on me, doesn't it?
Yeah, you said that you don't want to talk about number. But that's, to me, that guys, that number is obviously because Mr. Jackie Robinson and Mariano Rivera, the number 4 is me. I used to have a dog back home called Vencedor. I love that dog. Oh my God, he was my guy, that dog. He knew all my things, that dog. And then my hometown fishing, you know, beautiful Panama, the map of Panama there before. Then going to number 2 is Yankee Stadium at the bottom, New York City. And then Yankee Stadium, mid-pitching Yankee Stadium, 5 championships, end up in Cooperstown. Can you believe that? I mean, that's only God can do it. Yeah, and I'm proud, and we designed that t-shirt because I want the fans, every fan, every children, everyone, to have piece of that. Because with that, it will help me to raise funds to build the training center. But also, you have something that I designed so you can remember me when I'm gone. Okay, so whatever it is, it's gonna be
Big biz guy, so that's the number.
Thank you, Mariano.
Thank you both very much. Thank you. Hey, folks, if you understand, just like time receipts. Everybody who has a wristband, just stay in your seat and hang tight for a couple of minutes. Thank you all for coming.